everyone. In the ancient texts, there were a lot of definitions for what consists of being a yogi. One of the descriptions that I really liked says that a yogi is one whose spine is filled with light. So I really like that idea. I like to imagine my spine filled with light, flexible, strong, better communication throughout my body. So today we're going to think about that, and we're going to give our spine some love. We're going to use the 5 movements of the spine. We're going to stretch, we're going to twist, and it's going to feel really good. Start in any comfortable seated position. I chose cross-legged, but you don't have to. Anything that you can keep your spine long, tuck your chin slightly towards your chest, and close your eyes. And just take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, on your inhale, imagining the base of your spine, your tailbone, growing roots down into the ground. And on your exhale, from those roots, you have light, you have warmth, you have energy traveling up your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Inhale, the light travels down your spine. It reaches your tailbone, it grounds itself. And exhale, the light travels all the way back up your spine. Inhale, light travels down the spine, starting from the crown of your head, all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, light travels from the bottom all the way up to the top, and it makes you lighter. It makes you feel like your spine is a feather. It's made of air. Inhale, light traveling down your spine. Choose any color for your light that you want. Whatever color pops into your mind. That light is traveling your spine. It's going all the way down to your tailbone. It's growing roots to the ground. And as you exhale, that root, that energy, that grounding, it's grounding you, and it's gathering energy, and it's sending that energy up your spine. And it's leaving your spine light and long, and you're a yogi, and your spine is filled with light. Take one more deep breath. Inhale. Slowly open your eyes. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and just start moving your chest in really small circles. Feel your spine. Ground your sit bones. Ground your hips. Don't go so far into the circle that you feel crunching in your vertebrae, but really just move forward, left, right, back. Do whatever feels good. Nothing specific here. Move the other direction. On your next exhale, come back to the center. Open your eyes, and we're going to explore the 5 movements of our spine. So what are these 5 movements? Hand on your knees. Even if you're sitting on your knees or in another posture, you can still bring your hands to your knees. Lengthen your spine, and exhale, round your spine, pressing your chin to chest. Inhale, open your spine. Exhale, round, almost like a cat-cow, but sitting. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, press your upper back back. Inhale, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, shoulder blades separate. These are our first 2 spinal movements. Inhaling and exhaling, we are curving our spine in 2 different ways. We are arching it and we are rounding it. We are extending it and we are flexing it. Keep inhaling and exhaling, rounding your spine, opening your chest. Each time getting a little bit bigger. Don't forget your head and your neck. Include your neck in your spine. Your neck is part of your spine. I think because we have a lot of movement in the neck, we tend to crunch it. So include it in your spine, but gently. Inhale. Exhale, drop one hand to the ground and arch your other hand over your head, half moon. Drop that other hand and reach over to the other side. Without lifting your hips, move from one side to the other, side bending. If this bothers your neck, you can leave the top hand behind your head, giving your head and neck some support. Side bending is our 3rd spine movement. So we can move arching forward, we can round, and we can move side to side. We're up to 3. Keep moving with the breath. Exhaling, reaching, inhaling center, and exhaling, reaching to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach, expanding your rib cage, expanding both sides of your body, not just expanding one and crunching the other, but really see if you can expand both of them. Press your hips down, press your sit bones down, open your chest, keep your chest open, don't let it close off. Come back to the center on an inhale, relax, breathe out of your mouth, let it go. Inhale, both hands up, and exhale, gentle twist to one side. Inhale, hands up, exhale, gentle twist to the other side. Inhale, hands up, exhale, gentle twist. So we're not going at 100% here. We're not starting with 100. We're starting with maybe 40% or 50%. We're rotating, we're turning the spine, we're twisting it. Rotation is our fourth movement of the spine. So keep moving with the breath. Inhaling, spine long, hands up. Exhaling, twisting. If you'd prefer not to include the arms here, you can keep them on your knees and you can just bring your chest to center and then exhale your chest towards one side. Inhaling center, exhaling chest to the other side. Again, ground your sit bones. Hips are heavy. Rotating more in your upper back than your lower back. If there's ever any bad crunching with these twists, avoid that. You don't have to press your body too hard into these twists. Hands up, exhale, twist. So we're starting off really softly here. Relax your hands, rotate your shoulders back one time, and we're going to go with our fifth movement. This one is maybe the most subtle, but we're going to extend our spine longer. Imagine the crown of your head, somebody is pulling you by your hair up towards the roof, but your sit bones are grounded, they're glued down. Your spine is lengthening. That is the fifth movement. We can look for length, for space between our vertebrae. This one is arguably the most important. We're reversing the effects of gravity. So sit as tall as you can. Use your breath to imagine air going between each of your vertebrae. You're lengthening, you're extending. Your spine is longer. It's longer than it was 10 minutes ago. It's longer than it was this morning. Use your breath to feel it getting longer and exhale, relax. We're going to go through the same series. This time, open your chest, inhale, exhale, round your back. Inhale, open, exhale, round. If last time you were at 40 or 50%, this time we're at 60 or 70. Each movement is a little bit bigger than it was before. Inhaling, opening your spine, exhaling, rounding. Make sure that all of these movements feel good. Never pushing your body too hard or too far into any of these movements. Opening your chest, exhaling, closing it off. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, round, stretch behind your shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, spread your shoulder blades, drop your chin. Inhale, chin is lifted, chest is open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And relax back to the center. You know what's coming next. Take one deep breath out of the mouth. Return to breathing through your nose. Drop one hand to the ground and reach the other one over your head. Inhale up. Exhale, reach to the other side. Again, making your movements a little bit bigger. You have more space. You have more light in your spine. If you ever feel a bit unstable, connect to your abs. Press your belly button in. You can also switch your legs at any time. If your legs feel like they're starting to fall asleep, you can change the cross of your legs, you can extend them, you can change to sit on your knees. The legs aren't the important part right now. It's the spine that we're really focused on. And any of these moves can be done from several different variations of the seated posture. You could also be doing them standing up or sitting in a chair even. Exhaling, reaching, Inhaling up. Exhale, reach, stretch your armpit, your ribs. Inhale up and exhale, relax to the center. Roll your shoulders out. And we're going to go into our twists now. Take one deep breath, neutral. If you'd like to move your legs, remember you can do that at any time. Inhale, lift your hands, raise your hands. Exhale, twist. Your twist might be a bit bigger this time. Inhale and exhale, twist. Always exhaling into the twist. Inhaling, not just lifting your arms, but lifting your spine longer as well. Exhaling, twisting deeply, looking back. Trying not to crunch the neck, but yes, including it in the twist. Inhale, fill your chest with air. Exhale, twist, let the air out. Inhale, fill it with air. Exhale, use the twist to completely deflate your body of air. And relax back to the center. One more time. Fifth movement of the spine. Inhale, extend your spine. Inhale, feel it lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, feel your spine lengthen. Crown of the head pressing up to the ceiling. Tailbone pressing down. Exhale, don't lose that height you just gained. Maintain it with your abs pressing in. Inhale, gain height. Exhale, press your abs in. Don't lose the height you just gained. You are taller than you were the last time we did this pose. Make sure to not have any extra tension in your body. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your eyes. Sometimes pressing and trying to grow taller, we start to really squeeze or tense other parts of our body. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Let everything go. One more of those. And we're going to come down to our bellies. Lying flat on your belly. Bring your hands in front of you. Your elbows are either slightly in front of your shoulders, or if that's tough on your lower back, bring them even farther forward. It doesn't have to be such a big back bend. This is called Sphinx pose. Feet can be separated. Your legs are active. You're pressing your abs in as if you want to lift your belly button from the floor. Use the strength of your abs to protect your low back. At the same time, bring your pelvis back neutral. Open your chest, press your shoulders back. Really try to feel this in the upper back and not the lower back. The pelvis, the abs, they maintain your lower back neutral and protected. You should be working hard. Pull your hands towards your body without actually moving them. Activate your abs even more and drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, draw a vertical line with your nose. Look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, looking up, like saying yes, but a super exaggerated version. Stretching behind your neck. Don't let your shoulders move as you drop your neck, as you drop your head. Keep your shoulders pressing back, really trying to get a nice stretch in the back of your neck here. Hold it down, chin coming to chest, taking a few deep breaths here, really letting the weight of your head fall forward. And exhale, relax. Extend your arms, relax your abs, relax your spine, relax everything. Turn your head to one side. Take a deep breath. Completely enjoying the moment. And inhale, bring your head back to center. Bring your hands back. Palms on the ground, fingers spread, elbows a bit in front of your shoulders. Activate your abs, pull your hands back, and this time we're going to look left to right. Inhaling center, exhaling left. Inhale center, exhale look right. Drawing a horizontal line. And let your nose drop now. Looking down, looking right. Looking down, looking left. Inhaling center down, Exhaling, looking to the right. Inhale, center down. Exhale, look to the left. Really stretching out a mix of back of your neck, side of your neck, getting a slight rotation here, as if you're drawing the bottom part of a circle with your nose. Keep pulling your hands back. Keep pressing your abs in. Bring your head back to the center and exhale. Relax again. Completely letting everything go. Turning your head to the other side. Enjoying this moment for you. It's yours. Inhale, bring your head back to the center one more time. Bring your arms out in front of you, elbows a bit before your shoulders. Activate your legs and gently kick your heels towards your bum. Doesn't have to be anything really hard, no strong aggressive movements here, but really just starting to feel the quads stretching, the legs, the hamstrings activating. Abs are still pressing in, hands are still pressing back. Bring your left forearm in front of you. Make sure you're not dumping into that shoulder joint, so pressing away from the ground at all times. If you have shoulder pain at any point, just come down, take a rest. Bend your right leg and reach back with your right arm for your right ankle. You can start with your hand on the outside of the foot, which will give you more of a quad stretch. You can bring your hand to the inside of your foot, which will give you more of a shoulder stretch as well. Or if you're really flexible, you can spin your hand forward on the top of your foot and go for the full pose. But I'm just going to stick today with grabbing the inside of my foot. Make sure your foot doesn't come out or in. You really don't want to put any weird torque or tension on your knee. So keep your knee and your hip lined up, your ankle, your foot in the same line. Your foot gently towards your glute. Keep pressing away from the ground with your kickstand hand in the front. And gently release, no slingshotting. Relax. Let everything go. I should mention, if this pose is inaccessible or if you have to really stress out your whole body to grab your foot, you can always use a strap or a towel or even a pair of pants to wrap them around your foot and reach back and grab the strap or the towel or the pair of pants. So don't force yourself into this pose if it's not an accessible one for you. Come up on your right forearm this time. Your right forearm is your kickstand. Press up and out of the shoulder joint, not dumping into that joint. Reach back for your left foot, starting on the outside of your ankle or bringing your hand to the inside, really stretching into your shoulder, maybe just your quad. Keep maybe turning your hand forward on your foot as well if you're going for that full pose. Keep pressing the hip bone down, so don't let that hip come up. It's really fun to get deep into the pose and get the foot really close to your glute. But if doing that requires lifting your hip, don't go for it. Keep pressing the hip down. Relax on an exhale. Let your foot come gently, no slingshotting, down to the ground. Relax your arms. Turn your head to one side. Take a few deep breaths. Lift up, last time, into Sphinx pose. Take a really nice upper body, upper back stretch. Relax back down. Press your palms on either side of you. Press your hips up and back. And bring your knees wide or together. Take a child's pose, whatever variation you prefer. I like to have my knees separate, but my feet together, my arms reaching forward. You can bring your knees together. You can reach your arms back. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Feel the posture of the spine now. So we just spent quite a long time with our spine arched, with our spine in extension. Now we have our spine in flexion. We are curving forward. We're rounding our spine. We're in the opposite pose now. We're in our counter pose, our child's pose. Use your breath to feel the spine. Use your inhale to fill your back with air, to feel each vertebrae. Use your exhale to relax your spine. Your tailbone goes farther back. Your chest comes heavier down towards the ground. Your neck is longer. Inhale, lift your head. Keep your lower body in child's pose. And you're just going to bring your palms together and slide your palms over towards your right side. So using your palms, your arms to get your upper back in a nice twist pose, adding some rotation to this pose here. Your head and neck are relaxed. If they're hanging really awkwardly, maybe grab a pillow or something, put them under your head. Your hips stay center. They're still relaxing back towards your heels. You're breathing. Inhale, open your chest, and exhale, center, neutral spine. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, and exhale, palms together, reach towards the other side. Relaxing your head and neck, relaxing your spine, relaxing your hips towards your heels, looking for length, looking for space. Remember, a yogi is one whose spine is filled with light. Exhale, come out of the pose. Inhale, child's pose, neutral to the center. And slowly work your way back up towards your knees, lifting your hips, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, and coming onto all fours. Now here, we're going to do a variation of our cat-cow pose when we're rounding and arching our spine, but we're going to try to isolate the three parts of our spine here. So we're going to start just with our low back. So can you round and arch only your low back? This is a really small, subtle movement. It means you're really just changing the tilt of your pelvis. You're moving your tailbone up and down, but your upper back is staying put. It's not moving. If I put a glass of water on your upper back, it would stay level. If I put it on your lower back, it would dump, or at least be sloshing all over the place. So really try to isolate that movement. It can be pretty tricky. It can be frustrating. Now we're going to change. We're going to move just our upper back. So try to keep your tailbone, your lower back neutral. Your pelvis tilt doesn't change now, but your shoulder blades separate and come together. You're just moving your upper back. You're rounding your upper back. You're arching your upper back. You're connecting it with your breath. Adding something else in here to make it even just that much trickier. You're breathing. And your low back is staying level. It's not moving. I can keep my glass of water on your low back now. Just your upper back is arching and rounding. Now we're going to go for the neck. The entire spine is going to stay neutral except for the neck. Can you lift and lower your head without completely crunching your neck vertebrae? How far back can you go that feels healthy and like it should be able to get to that point? And is there a point that you feel like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't crunch my head back this far? The rest of your back is neutral. Now we're going to go back and we're going to use our whole spine, but one at a time. You're going to start on an inhale, low back, then upper back, then neck. Exhale, neck, upper back, low back. So we're rounding and arching our whole spine now, but you're still isolating those movements. You're going one piece at a time. Exhaling, head down, upper back rounds, low back rounds. Inhale, low back arches, upper back arches, and head lifts. Exhale, head drops, round the thoracic spine, round the lumbar spine. Inhale, arch your lumbar, arch your thoracic, open your chest, and keep switching. It's a completely different experience when you go one piece at a time. And it helps us make these maps in our mind. All right, take a couple normal cat-cows, just arching and rounding all the entire spine all at once. Just feel that now that we've done it in pieces, you have this awareness of where each one of those pieces ends and starts. Come back into a brief child's pose. Relax your entire spine, round your spine. This time maybe keep your knees together, keep your arms back, your forehead comes down to the ground. After our child's pose, we're going to go through a sequence to practice the 5 movements of our spine again. So I'm going to give you 2 options. You can practice the 5 movements from a down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, or you can practice it from all 4s. Both options are great. There's no right answer here. Just listen to your body. Do whatever you're feeling is the option for you today, right now. If you press up into down dog, the first one you're going to feel is that length. Our number 5. So feel your spine growing longer. Press your hands away from the mat. Feel your entire spine long. Then we're going to go into our side bending. Move your hips from side to side. See if you can make that half moon shape with your body, even in your down dog. If you're on all 4s, you can do this too. Move your hips from side to side. Find that half moon shape. Then we're going to go into our rounding and our arching. If you're in down dog, you'll need to bend your knees a little bit to make it happen. How can you arch and round your spine? And the one we're missing is rotation, twisting. See if you can twist your hips a little bit to look under your armpit and get a little bit of a twist in there. How can you make a twisting motion with your spine from your down dog or from your all 4s position, your tabletop position? Really make sure you're exhaling each time you twist, and exhale, drop your knees. Maybe take 1 cat-cow. Come up onto your knees. If you need to pad your knees with a blanket, go for it. Lift your hips. Make sure your left knee is directly under the hip and extend your right leg out to the side. Your right leg can be foot at a parallel angle. It can be pointed or it can be lifted. Do whatever feels good. You can also bend that knee a bit if that's a better option for you. I personally like to keep my foot parallel and press into the outer edge. Inhale, lift your left hand up, and exhale, reach your left hand over your head, maybe grabbing the back of your head to support your neck, and sliding your right hand down your leg. Make sure you're not pressing your hand onto your knee. You don't want any torsion in that knee. Leave the hand either above or below the knee. Press your rib cage over to the left. Really try to get your rib cage open. Look for that stretch in the quadratus lumborum, that muscle on the outer left side of your low back. That one contributes to a lot of low back pain. Your neck, your head can look down to relax. It can look up. Keep your chest open. Lift both hands up and exhale. Bring your right knee back to the center. We're going to go for the other side here. Half gate pose. Bring your left leg out, choosing your foot option. Your right knee is directly under your hip. Your chest is open. Make sure you're not leaning back, tilting to one side. Pelvis is relatively neutral here. Inhale your right hand up and exhale your hand reaching over your head. The left hand slides down the leg to either come to rest on the thigh or on the lower leg below the knee. Really press your hips forward. Keep your spine neutral. It's not overly arching or overly rounding. Your chest is open, and try to feel that sensation, that stretching in the right side of your lower back now. Keep breathing. Press your rib cage to the right, opening your armpit, your chest, your ribs. Inhale. Exhale, huge. Inhale up. And exhale, relax. Come to a seated position. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Move your knees a few times. And then you're going to bend your left leg in so that the sole of the foot comes to the inner leg. Now, if your knee is lifted off the ground, as mine is here, put something under it. If it can come down to the ground with no trouble, with no pain, you can leave it there. If there is a space though, pad something under it to protect the knee. I should have something under my knee here actually. Inhale, lift both hands, and exhale, cross your hands. Reach your left hand to the outside of your leg, whether you're grabbing the foot or the ankle or the shin or the upper leg, it doesn't matter. But use that cross to twist your chest towards the extended leg so that your chest and your extended leg are in the same line. Keep breathing. Your spine is long. You're not letting it overly round here. You're pressing your left hip down on the ground. Again, we're stretching that quadratus lumborum muscle, that muscle that's on the outer left side of your back, of your low back. On each inhale, you're looking for length. On each exhale, your chest is coming down closer to your knee. You're pressing your left hip down heavy towards the ground. Your foot that comes towards your inner thigh is active as well. Keep breathing. Keep twisting, rotating. Inhale, open your chest. Hands come up. And exhale, relax. This pose is called Gianlu Sirsasana. Relax your knees. Stretch them out. Bring in your right foot this time to the inner thigh. Again, if you have this space that I have here, pad something under your knee, a blanket, a block, a book, whatever it is. Inhale your right hand up and exhale your right hand to the outside of your foot or leg. Use that hand to twist your chest open towards the extended leg and exhale, fold. Press your right hip back this time, stretching the outer right side of your low back. Opening your chest, looking for length on each inhale, exhaling, twisting your chest towards the extended leg, dropping lower towards the leg on each exhale, really getting deep into the stretch, enjoying it. On your next inhale, open your chest, extend your spine, look forward. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, float your hands down to either side. Extend both legs, move your knees, shake them out. Bend your knees up and come down to lie on your back. Your feet come to the ground, hip width. Your feet are parallel, really important. Your knees are also hip width. And we're going to take a bridge pose. Bridge pose is awesome for relaxing the low back, for letting go of any compression. Press your palms down. Take a few deep breaths and inhale, lift your tailbone. Then inhale, lift your sacrum. Inhale, lift your low back. Your upper back. You're in bridge pose. Exhale, upper back down. Exhale, low back down. Exhale, sacrum down. Exhale, tailbone down. We're going to go up and down in slow motion, as slow as you can, piece by piece. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Inhale, lift your sacrum. Inhale, lift your low back. Inhale, lift your thoracic, your upper back. Feet are parallel. Neck is long, it's relaxed. Exhale, upper back comes down. Exhale, low back comes down. Exhale, sacrum comes down. And exhale, tailbone relaxes down. Awesome. We're going to do another one of those, coming up as slow as you can, but maybe a little bit more fluid this time. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling all the way down. Inhaling up, rolling one vertebrae at a time. Exhale down. Do what feels good here. Last one. Inhale. Lift your hips. Exhale down. Relax. Neutral spine for a moment. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your legs, extend your arms. If you'd like to take a final pose, go for it. And then join me in Shavasana, the final relaxation pose. Make sure you stay for a few minutes. If you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket or put some socks on, whatever you need to be comfortable. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer any questions you have or give you some advice. Please reach out to us. And thank you so much for practicing with us. We will see you for day 5 very soon. Namaste.